to Unwrapped Las Vegas right here on VANR. That's VegasAllNetRadio.com, which means it's time for Vegas Unwrapped. The phone lines are open at 702-483-4444. Now, without further ado, here are your hosts, Aaron Phillips and Ricky Cash.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome to Vegas Unwrapped Internet Radio, the show that unwraps Las Vegas 1 week at a time. And if you ask many people, Vegas Radio is Vegas Unwrapped. I'm your co-host, Aaron Phillips, alongside Ricky Cash, JPEG behind the camera, Bobcat on the board. And we've got a show that is going to be the show of shows. Mr. Cash, how are you tonight?
What'd you say?
Yeah.
What'd you say? What people?
What do you mean, what people?
When you said, if you ask some people.
Any people. We know who they are.
What?
The other guys.
The other guy?
The other guys, that's right.
The other guy, okay.
So we're rocking and rolling. We got a great show planned tonight. It's never too early to talk about the Relay for Life events in support of cancer awareness and everything. And we're going to have Ray Finkel on talking to us about some changes that have taken place since the event in April. With the event, there's been a little merger. There's been a little this, a little of that.
Is he the other guy that looks like us?
He's the other guy. If you're right after the show, we're going down to the Blue Man Group for tryouts.
No way.
Yes. So, soon to be followed by JPEG.
Cool.
So, but so we got that on tap. We have celebrity birthdays, dates in history, news and notes. We got all kinds of good stuff tonight going on, and we want to thank you, the listener, for sticking with us and staying with us. Of course, if you're already listening to us, you check it out on VegasAllNetRadio.com, or if you need to be mobile, you can certainly download the apps off your store. Download them off for your Android, for your iPhones. Just go to your store and look up Vegas All Net Radio or VANR. Our phone number, 702-483-4444. You can also Skype us at Vegas All Net Radio. Mr. Cash, I think we're ready to go. What's cooking on that end of the table?
Well, it's good to have Ray here. We'll talk to him in next segment because this is a group that we're pretty fond of.
Absolutely. We're fond of the group, their mission. It certainly is right up our alley of what Vegas Unwrapped has been all about for 5.5 years, and we look forward to doing this event with them every year and supporting their cause. So I'm anxious to hear what some of the updates are, so to speak.
They make some pretty good food for those 19 hours.
Joe Angle, man. He brings his grill right there on the corner. It's terrific stuff. And Joe Angle is the father of Dylan Angle, who we had on the show a couple of weeks ago.
Unbelievable.
For There's No Hero in Heroin organization.
That was a pretty intense segment,
Absolutely.
Too. Good stuff.
So the weather is changing here in Vegas. We are officially fall.
Yeah, we got about 4 degrees less than it was
exactly
in the 90s.
The cold snap has come through. Upper 80s, low 90s. It's absolutely. We've said this for 5 years.
October.
This is the best time of year.
Not best month.
Best month of the year. You can go out and not get too heated, and at night you enjoy the evening.
No schwitzing.
No schwitzing. No schwitzing. That means sweating for all you non-Jews out there. So it's a good time of the month. It's gorgeous out. The full moon was absolutely tremendous the other night.
So was the eclipse.
And the eclipse and everything.
Amazing. Did you see that?
I saw it through the news. I was not up at the time that it actually happened.
I just happened to be taking a stroll at that time.
Oh, were you? Yes, you have a tendency to do that.
It was so darn cloudy. You really didn't see much. And if anybody in Vegas said that they saw a lot of it, they're lying through their teeth.
Well, that's all right. I want to give a shout out to Radar down at Towson University.
Okay.
She just checked in, told me she's listening to us right now for a little bit. So
the other daughter, is a Disney prop artist.
Yeah, exactly. She's down at Disney doing an internship for sound design and her tech theater stuff and all of that. But today she must have been doing something that was wacky, because she posted on Facebook that she's become a master at the Disney prop assembly line. She's been putting props together, I guess, today. So
must be a lot of fun for her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good stuff.
So she's, the funny thing is, it's the middle of October. She's only got about 5 weeks left, because then she has to go back to North Carolina for about a week, and then rumor has it she's flying home for a couple of weeks.
Nice.
So it'll be the first time in a year since we've seen her if she does come home.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and then of course, Radar will be coming home in December. Actually, Robin is flying out the end of October, first week in November to Disney.
Oh, really?
For a long weekend.
That's swell.
Well, the weekend we're supposed to go out to Chicago,
right?
Which was the last weekend in October, but I think she moved it to the first week in November.
Okay, so that means the possibility that you and I will be home alone.
Probably. Exactly.
Don't we have to do a live news? You remember that thing I was telling you about sapphires?
Oh, yes.
We may have a meeting on Saturday morning.
Okay.
Saturday afternoon at Sapphires to discuss doing a sports show there.
Oh, wow.
No
All right.
kidding.
Well, just let us know. Well, that sounds good.
Should I bring my camera?
Yes, please do. It does.
Yeah,
Funny thing is, you won't need any zoom lenses there.
sports show. Yeah.
Hey, that's Bobcat, folks.
That's right. It'll be a sports show. We're going to go hunting.
You know, it was one of my highlights.
Beaver hunting.
You know, it was one of my highlights this week. See, we could say that here.
Look at that.
Ask me what one of the highlights was.
What was one of your highlights this week?
Thank you. It was doing the Sandy Castell show with Chef Michael.
Right.
And who was behind the board?
Boxcar. Boxcar was behind the board last week.
It's funny because Sandy, who has a lot of problems sometimes remembering names. I mean, she's been calling unwrapped treasures hidden treasures for 5 months.
Secret treasures.
Now, so she says to Bobcat, she says, "You have another name, don't you? On the other show?" She says it's Boxcar or Boxcat or it was great. We just loved it.
We loved it.
Yeah.
Hey, didn't we have a cashism today?
Yes, a muckety muck.
Right. We're sitting at this meeting today with a potential advertiser, and the gentleman was relaying a story, and Mr. You know what a muckety muck is, right? I mean, a muckety muck, someone who's in high esteem or whatever,
who thinks themselves in high
who thinks that they're high esteem. So we're driving over to the meeting, and I'm going to back up here for a second because. What he's saying to me in the car was, I'm almost 70. He says my body breaks down and everything, but my mind is as sharp as a tack. All right.
So much for things in confidence, right?
So over lunch, during the story, he says, "Yeah, and so is a muffety muff." And I had to stop the car. I looked at it. I said, "Cash, what the hell is a muffety muff?" We went on for about 5 minutes.
I said to him, "Well, you know that thing that people think they are. They're muffety muffs."
I said, "Do you mean a muckety muck?"
Yeah, that's the one. That's the ticket. That's the ticket.
If it's a female, it's a muffin.
Right, exactly.
Oh, nice. Nice.
I didn't want to go there, but I was thinking right along those lines.
Unbelievable.
But so much for the sharp brain tact that Mr. Cash has. So, Mr. Cash, any shout-outs?
I can't remember any.
I know. We just kind of lost it all, didn't we?
Yeah, I talked to Lois tonight. She said she'd be listening in. So I got good news for you, Lois. The pain has gone away.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell her that her extra shirts came in.
Oh, yeah, we got...
And the autograph of Varyn Phillips is there.
Yeah, you're actually going to get something in the mail.
Exactly.
But that has nothing to do with the club.
No, that was the extras that I promised on the air.
The separate shirts for you and Mike.
Right.
And the
in double X.
In double X. And the autographed pictures of not just Ricky Cash that you've been promised a year already, but the one from Aaron Phillips. So now that he has autographed his, I am forced to move ahead on this thing.
Yeah.
So in the mail on Monday, you'll get it.
There you go.
I don't know when you'll get it, but it'll go to the mail on
It'll be out in the mail, so that's a good thing. So her package is there. The only thing we're waiting for are the Ricky Cash T-shirts, which we finally were able to place an order.
Yep.
So they'll be in probably within a week, and then we'll be able to start sending out the membership stuff to people.
Yeah, we're working. We've got a new idea that possibly may replace the membership card. We're not sure. It might be a membership card or a membership certificate suitable for
framing.
Yeah, so we thought that might work out better.
Right.
As Bobcat shakes his head like, I can't believe I joined this thing.
Well, Bobcat hasn't joined yet. I keep getting conflicting stories as to who is responsible.
I keep telling you, who owns the checkbook in this family?
Well,
blaming it on you.
And she keeps blaming you. So
That's a fact.
All right. Well, I'll just bring you $10 next week. Let's be done with this. On and over.
I'm telling you. And he's going to go cheap on us, too. Look at that.
Well,
Not cheaping on you. Let's see.
He's going for
every dollar counts, Mr. Cash.
goes back to the community.
That's right.
it up. Just
That's
keep
right.
it
All right, so while we're speaking of Bobcat, why don't we throw it over to the Vegas Unwrapped Sports Desk for a little sports update if he's ready.
Let's do it.
Well, let's do it. Good evening, guys, and it's good to be back. And yes, it is the Bobcat. I am not a boxcar. I have not jumped on a boxcar, and I have no intentions of jumping on a boxcar. Well, I'm the racing guy, so let's start with racing. Kyle Busch is going to take it with the green flag Saturday night, and his double-mint Toyota is the Challenger round begins. That's right. Kyle Busch is on the pole, followed by Jeff Gordon. But, gentlemen, 21 different times this year, the track record has been smashed, and Kurt Busch has smashed it again. So there's a new track record at Charlotte for you this weekend. How about NCAA football? Let's look at that. Right now, 24-17 in the third quarter. It's BYU on top of UCF. And I just don't understand the UNLV Rebels, man. Is Bobby Houts out after this year? I'm wagering that if he doesn't get a win this weekend, it could be all said and done as UNLV comes back home, okay? San Francisco's on their way to the National League Championships along with St. Louis. And how about those amazing Kansas City Royals, man? They're on their way to the ALCS, and they're going to be going up against Baltimore
Starting tomorrow night?
Both series start tomorrow.
And I would like to see this. I think the Interstate 40 series would be good against St. Louis and Kansas City. That's what I'd like to see.
It was 30 years ago.
I'd like to see it. That's what we're looking at in sports.
right.
Big game. Adrian Peterson.
Oh, my
You heard
God.
about this? He's all up under marijuana. There's going to be more charges. He's admitted to smoking pot, taking care of the kids. I think he's all said and done.
He is done.
27-14 halftime. Indianapolis up on top of Houston in the NFL.
All right.
There you
Good
go.
job.
All right. I wish Bobcat would get a little more excited when he does this.
No, he's not into it.
No, not at
Especially
all.
the racing
The
stuff.
racing. He's so calm.
It's boring, you know?
So nonchalant about it. It's
It's
amazing.
like he doesn't care at all.
No, absolutely. So, JPEG, how are you tonight?
I'm good.
You're good? All right.
Peg's good.
Can he just come over and use a microphone
Yeah,
like
can
the
he-
rest
can-
of
can he-
He
people?
can come over and do whatever he wants to do.
I thought we were going to have a handheld.
Plug it in.
I thought we were going to give him a handheld about 7 weeks ago.
Where's the handheld?
I've been trying. Well, I'm actually.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
I've got that.
And as well as you should.
And I've been trying to
Because
get
you're
John
the-
to bring in a stand that we can put up there for.
Oh, there you go.
That's what I'm.
There you go. All right. So now, all right. So Wiley, we'll see if we can hook that up. We'll see if we can hook that up during the break. So we'll go to our first break, and on the other side,
Come back with Mr. F.
Mr. Ray will be joining us, talking about the new changes coming up for Relay for Life in the southwest part of the valley, southeast part of the valley.
southeast.
Why do I always say that?
I don't know.
It's your fault.
It's not my fault.
It is.
This one I happen to have right.
Jeez. Vegas and Rob, film some cash. Bobcat on the board. JPEG behind the camera. We'll be back with more right after this. I know it's hard to believe Ricky Cash has a fan club.
Yes, I know.
But hey, it's working because we're able to make some donations. We've got a couple of things on the horizon, and there's no doubt that with the continued growth of the Ricky Cash fan club, that we will continue to be able to support, as we have, Relay for Life
Absolutely.
and Ray Finkel and his organization, as we've had the pleasure of the honor of helping to help MC and co-host this event. We'll be going into, our third year?
I think it's our fourth.
It'll be our fourth year. That's
Yeah.
if they'll have us back. Because you tend to eat a lot. You take all the profits away from everybody. So, Ray, how are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, try again now that he turned your mic on.
I'm good. How are you?
We're doing very good. Good to see you. Off season, so to speak.
Well, it's the beginning
Well,
of
off
the
season for us.
It's preseason.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I see you've got a lot of literature. And so what's going on? First of all, how did things end up? What was the final count for this past year?
We were about $75,000 that we raised.
Very cool.
Nice. Nice.
That's nice. It's a nice effort.
It is. It is. We were a little dampered by the weather.
Oh, yes, we were.
It was a bit chilly that
Yes.
night in April.
It was, but if you'd come over to our tent, we had chili.
Good job.
Chili today, hot tamale. So that's it. How many participants were in last year's event?
That's a number I didn't look up.
Okay. Just
I
lost
think
count.
I think we were about 250 registered participants.
Okay.
And a lot of them come with families and
Sure,
friends and
sure.
don't get registered.
Yeah, we had a lot of activities there, a lot of events. They had the rock climbing wall.
Yeah.
That was pretty wild.
Yes,
it was windy and it was cold, and you see these people climbing up the rocks. And I said to Aaron, Aaron, where's the ambulance? where's the truck right by there? But nobody hurt, right?
Nobody hurt.
That's good stuff. So understand that 2015 is already underway with some significant changes, right?
There are some changes that are happening with the Relay for Life all across the valley.
Oh, okay, well, let her rip. You're hearing it first.
You're hearing it first, and I would always plug our own relay more, but I will tell you that there is one that is moving to a strip property.
Wow.
Yes. I don't know the details on that one, but if you went to relayforlife.org, you could find it.
Wow.
So, but as far as ours, and this is something that will help you guys in remembering whether we're southeast or southwest.
Talk to him.
We are now known as Relay for Life of Henderson.
Aha. So you're taking in a good portion of the area.
That's right. That's right. We're gonna make this a Henderson hometown relay.
Nice. Well, Henderson is certainly now, what is it? It's the second largest city in the state. It's moved past Reno, and it's a great place to live, raise your family, and support this worthwhile cause.
That's right. That's why.
So, prior to this, was there another relay in Henderson other than your southeast one?
No, this was the only one that was actually in Henderson.
Okay, so this is just incorporating more people, more teams, stuff like that.
That's correct. And trying to give it, because the South Valley is kind of a, people aren't quite sure where they belong
or where it is. Like Phillips, he thinks it's in the Southwest.
So we will accept people from all over the valley. We're not prejudiced against that,
Sure.
but so this is giving it like I say, it's a hometown relay.
Nice.
And Henderson is a nice hometown. The last few years, we've had Mayor Hafen come out and join us. Mm-hmm. Last year, he got to come out in the beginning.
Yes.
A couple years before, he came out at the end, so he was out there nice and fresh on a Sunday morning when most of us needed to brush our teeth and needed a shower.
So it's good. Glad that he's involved. It shows the fact that he's the leader of the town, and he needs to be at places like this.
Yes, and he's always been very gracious to us, and I'm going to be reaching out, and hopefully we can have him again next year.
That sounds terrific.
I am currently cruising the relayforlife.org.
He's not cruising.
Because you have got my curiosity up about this one right here.
For the
one on for the strip?
It'd be the Las Vegas relay.
Bark for Life. Okay, let's see.
Anyway, so JPEG, how's the styles going along?
All right. We have Relay for Life in Centennial, Relay for Life of North Vegas, Relay for Life West Youth, Bark for Life of Las Vegas, Relay for Life UNLV, Relay for Life of Las Vegas. Is that the one you're talking about?
I believe that is.
Sunset Park, Recreation, Relay for Life Henderson, which is, of course, now that's saying, is this opening meetings and stuff?
Well, no, actually, that's the Bark for Life of Henderson.
No, there's one right here, Relay for Life Henderson.
Yes, that's
Foothills High School?
Yes, if you click on there.
Okay. This is real-time radio, folks. We're doing
That's
it.
right.
Internet radio.
That's right. That's right.
Ultimate internet
There you go.
radio.
So here you can see right there that here we're just barely getting started.
Yeah.
We already have 6 teams with 22 participants, and we've already raised $110.
That's great.
That's excellent.
Yeah, and haven't done anything yet.
And we haven't done anything yet. We're just thinking about it. We're getting started.
So I guess my question is, what do you look for now with the expansion into Henderson? And Cash kind of touched on it, and encompassing that name. What are the increases? What are you looking for as results now? Your expectations by incorporating it as a Henderson-named event?
Well, one thing we're going to look for is local sponsorship, local businesses that, one, let us put a sign in your window. Make a donation, make a sponsorship. This is our hometown. let's take pride in the community, and Henderson is big for that.
Right.
So obviously we're going to be canvassing the streets at points in time, and if you're a Henderson business, we may be knocking on your door, and
We're coming for you.
we hope you let us in.
We're gunning for you.
But it won't be the big guys like us. We'll send the sweeter people.
There you go. That's very true. Now, you can participate as a runner. You can participate as a volunteer. You can make donations, of course, which is obviously the preferred method if need be. It could be as little as $1. It could be as a sponsorship, like Ray was just talking about. There's a lot of ways that folks can get involved, and certainly to get involved makes you feel good, if nothing else. Right, Mr. Cash?
I'm trying to tie the Ricky Cash fan club into the Relay for Life, and what's coming to me is that we need. When is it going to? Is it still going to be in April?
It is. It's April 18th this year, or next year, excuse me. April 18th.
Well, I'm thinking we ought to do this, Mr. Phillips.
Okay.
And forgive me if I'm overstepping my limited authority. Anyway.
Too late.
How about starting in 2015? For every new membership to the Ricky Cash fan club, the Ricky Cash fan club will donate a portion of the membership fee to Relay for Life. We'll have to come up with a number, but something along those lines. What do you think of that?
I think we can come up with a certain denomination out of each level of membership.
Right.
Because we have the 3 levels, $10, $20, and $30.
Right.
And for everyone that joins under the $10 level, we'll X, who does 20 will do Y, and $30 will do Z.
I like it.
I think we can set something up that way.
And let's start it. Well, we don't have to wait till 2015, but that's when it starts. I think that's a good
focus.
I think that's the focus.
So let's start at January 1st, 2015.
And that'll give us 3.5 months of solid membership
prep promotion time.
I like it. What do you think, Ray?
I think, does that mean I need to take back my membership and wait till January?
No, we'll kick in an extra for your membership.
No, but if you joined at a certain level, if you wanted to upgrade, I would say do it in January.
He is a salesman, isn't he?
Absolutely. Once a salesman, always a salesman.
So I think it's a wonderful idea, and it kind of goes back to, I think when I first met you, I think there was some promotion that you did to get to, I believe it was 200 members.
That's right. It was actually 600.
600?
It was,
I knew it was a lower number than
it wasn't for the fan club. It was for
just for likes
on Facebook,
correct.
right?
And Dina Nelson, who was very instrumental in helping us get those likes.
Yeah, wasn't she? Yeah.
But I think John has a question.
For those of us that aren't really familiar with the relay, what is it?
Okay.
How does it work?
Good job.
How does it?
Leave it to John to be logical.
Good job, John.
Relay for Life is a volunteer fundraising organization. I'll go straight out and say it's fundraising. But what it is we celebrate, we remember, we fight back. And one thing that Aaron had alluded to is you can go out and run. Well, this is not a relay race. Now, we do have participants that run, but this is a team event. And the rules state that every team should have at least one person on the track at all times. Now, I think it was 4 years ago when it got down to about 48 at night, there were people huddled in sleeping bags, in chairs, on the track.
So is this a distance or a time?
No.
It's walk, it's be with other people that are out there for the same reason. It's a big family.
It's done on the track of the football field,
Right.
is where everything is held. And all the teams camp on the football field and whatnot, and just the participants, as long as there's one member on the track representing their team, then that team is still good, so to speak.
And while all of this is going on, there's a stage, and we've been fortunate enough to MC, if that's a good word for this, some of the activities that happen on the stage, starting at about 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, going all the way to midnight. And then it still continues on right till about, 4 or 5 in the morning.
Till the cops come and shut them down.
Yeah, which has happened. And it's a beautiful, beautiful event. Talk more about remembering and commiserating with the people that are out there. What's that all about?
Part of the remembering is the Luminaria ceremony, which is, it is why we're out there. And part of the way you can fundraise and donate, you can go online, and this is for anybody. This doesn't have to be, you don't have to be there.
Nope.
You have family across the country, across the world. They can donate to you by doing a luminaria, and those are lit, and they're placed around the track. And we dim the lights of the school, so the only lights are generated by luminaria bags. And these two fine gentlemen read every name.
It is the most. It is. I want to say it's the most chilling experience, but not from a negative standpoint. To sit there and read the names, and it is emotional. I think is the better word I'm looking for, and not just for those who are there to honor these people, but for Cash and I to read off these names and allowing us the opportunity to name the loved ones who lost their battle is quite an honor for us.
And those who have survived.
And those who have survived.
Those who have beaten.
Right.
And it's amazing, as the chills go up my arm right now once again. It's amazing because there is not anybody in this world that I know that does not know someone who has not been either personally affected by a family member or a friend of this vicious, terrible disease. And this is part of the fight to go to the American Cancer Society to beat this thing once and for all.
And I will tell you, I'm not ashamed to say that these two gentlemen will make me cry.
Well,
and we're supposed to make people laugh,
right?
And we try to during the set, not during the luminary, but during the time that we're up there on the stage.
We have a lot of fun with the scavenger hunt.
Yeah, the scavenger hunt, and of course the frozen T-shirts.
The frozen T-shirts.
Is one of the best.
Wild.
One of the best events there, and of course the guys that dress up like the girls.
Right.
The Miss Relay.
The Miss Relay.
The Miss Relay.
Your son won this year, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yes, you must be a proud father.
I absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, we're going to step aside for a quick break, and we'll have some more conversation here with Ray on the other side. You're listening to Vegas Unwrapped, Phillips and Cash. Don't go anywhere. More good stuff coming up right after this. All right, welcome back to Vegas Unwrapped. We're just chatting about a recent experience Ray's had at an Oakland Raiders game with running into Lincoln Kennedy.
Wow.
And you were just saying that he won something for eating so many sausage sandwiches?
Yeah, he was on a wall of fame at a restaurant up in the Seattle area for eating 11 sausage sandwiches.
Wow.
He topped that wall until they tore it down.
Jeez.
How do you like
That's
that?
amazing. That's amazing. All right, we were also talking during the break that there are some changes that will be going on with the Relay for Life this year.
As far as timing
And setup. Why don't you talk about that?
Yeah, this year we're scaling down a little bit, being a small community event. We're going to start at noon. April 18th, and one of the requirements of Relay for Life is it must go overnight. Well, the term overnight means past midnight, so we're going to go noon to midnight, or midnight 01-ish.
That sounds great.
They need to update the website. They got you listed for April 25th.
Yeah, I think they're just waiting to finalize all the deals.
Oh, okay.
I've got some handouts here that say April 18th. So.
Okay. Hey, we'll go with the 18th. Works for me. Works for me. So it's from now. There are other lengths of programs. You said that they can go 18 hours. The groups can go 24 hours if they wanted to, which is probably a nice way to not rebuild, but to grow into the bigger programs, especially now that you're taking on this newer identity as Henderson.
Right.
Starting off with the 12-hour program and then working your way up based on demand, so to speak.
Right. And our goal, I'll say medium length goal, not a long-term goal, is to be a mega event.
Sure.
Where we can raise $1 million.
Mm-hmm. That would be nice. It would be nice to be part of that. I mean, right now, as I'm looking here at the list, I mean, there's at least almost 24, almost 20 different relays here, including Bullhead, Mesquite, and Pahrump, and Kingman. But Boulder City has 2 up there, Henderson, Las Vegas. So, I mean, and they're all generally right around that same time. I see a couple here. Walk for Las Vegas is is coming up. Is that right? October 11th?
Yes.
So that's coming up. So, I mean, there's a lot of support for Relay for Life, and the nice thing is, I don't know if you saw this come in, but my daughter's listening to the show, and she's gotten involved with Relay for Life down in Towson, and she wrote in, we love Relay. So the support is out there on the East Coast for it. So it's all good.
Well, yeah, it's my understanding that Relay for Life, there are over 5,000 events around the world.
Wow.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty good.
No question.
And because it's a volunteer event, the money that comes in goes to support programs, research, all the things that are good things. It's very low overhead cost.
Right. Nothing really administratively, so to speak.
Right.
Well, that's good. That's great. Any ideas to who some of the entertainment's going to be this year, or is that Chuck's responsibility?
Well, that is Chuck's responsibility, and he is the entertainment lead, or as he likes to call himself, the grand poobah of jocularity.
Everybody needs a title.
Any ideas to what the theme was this year? Last year was Star Wars.
Last year was sci-fi. Sci-fi, which includes Star Wars.
Right, and then the year before that was superhero.
Yep. This year's theme is Rockin' the 50s.
Rockin' the 50s.
Yes.
Cash, that's right in your wheelhouse.
It sure is.
Actually, Rockin' the 50s for a cure.
Nice.
That's nice.
That was before my time.
I wonder how many Elvises will be there.
Well, we do have our favorite Elvis. I know you guys have
We have one also,
a favorite Elvis of the show. We have a long-standing Elvis with us that's been at almost all of our relays. And he will be there. My understanding is we're going to try to get him to open the show.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So we're going to start out rocking from the get-go.
All right.
That sounds
good.
sounds really good. If we can listen to this segue, relay to Chuck that if he needs any help in terms of getting some entertainment, we know a couple of people who know a couple of other people.
I'd like to see the Siren girls down there.
Yeah, the Siren Strings.
Yeah.
Right.
They would be tremendous, and there are a number of different performers
That's
that
right
we've
about spring break, too,
that we've
isn't it?
come about, over the years that we certainly can throw our support in that area. So, as I said, relay to Chuck.
I will relay that to Chuck.
Oh, boy.
I hope he's listening.
Yeah. So, did you guys have your opening meeting, or is?
We have not, and I'm glad you asked.
Thank you.
Because I've been told that I have to really push this date.
All right, let's hear it.
Our kickoff is coming up soon. It's October 24th, and this will be held at the CSN Henderson campus, right next to Foothill High School.
Basically, it is.
Yes. So if you need information, that should be on our website.
What date is that? What day of the week?
It's a Friday, October 24th. It's in Building C, room 133, which I believe is the auditorium there, right inside the doors to the left. And that is 6:30 to 7:30, and we plan on having a good time.
I'm sure Mr. Cash will be there.
Absolutely. So wouldn't miss it.
Represent the Vegas Unwrapped team.
Absolutely.
So, no, it sounds good. So that's the 24th from 6:30 to 7:30 down at the CSN Henderson campus next to Foothills High School, which for those who don't know is off College Avenue off of 95, right?
That is correct.
Nice.
That is correct.
It's the only time I go that far out of town. No, I'm just kidding. You go another few feet, you're
in Boulder City.
You're in Arizona. So
That's my hometown.
that's right. I drove to your house. I know how far out you are, man. I mean, I didn't know where the Cowabunga Bay was till I had to drive out to your house that day. I'm like, where is it? Oh my God, there it is. So,
Cowabunga Bay?
yeah, the other water park.
Oh, that's out there.
Actually, you know what? I will give them a free plug because this will be the last weekend that my son is working there because they're still open this weekend.
Wow,
really?
they stayed open at least, 2 weeks longer than Wet and Wild.
That's right. This is their final weekend.
Wow. Well, they also opened later this year. They
Yeah.
opened up July 4th weekend
Sure.
while Wet and Wild opened up Memorial Day weekend.
Right.
So, but yeah, that's cool. That's good. All right, what else you got? Any other information worth relaying to our audience?
Oh, I'd love to relay all of this. But, one other thing that does,
Yes.
support us, and, we touched on it a little earlier, Bark for Life.
Yes.
We have one that's going on at Green Valley at the district. Mm-hmm. And this is great for, put your dogs in Halloween costumes, bring them out October 30th, 5 p.m. to 8:30 p.m.
Can I bring my radio partner in a costume that day?
Absolutely.
That's Bobcat you're talking about, right?
We'll dress them up as a boxcar.
Nice.
The 30th?
The 30th.
Well, the downside is that's a Thursday.
That's Thursday night. You guys won't be here.
We will be here.
Yeah.
Unless you want us to do a live remote show. Oh, no, we have a guest already lined up for the 30th. Annabella, whatever.
Annabella.
Right, so.
Oh, well.
But, all right, sounds good. Well, listen, it's always good to see you. As a matter of fact, I just pulled up the Bark for Life. There's already some dollars out there. 6 participants have already signed up. And what do we have? About 2 teams. There's 60 there and 100.
They've raised $120.
$120. There you go.
Good job.
So the dogs are pumping it.
That's it. Right. On that note,
We'll supply.
would that be called doggy style?
I was
doing this
thinking.
thing?
Shut up. I was thinking maybe we'd supply the fire hydrants.
Exactly. Ray, always good to see you, sir.
Good to see you, gentlemen.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Nice kickstart for us for Relay, and we'll get Mr. Cash down there on the 24th. If I'm available, maybe I'll come down with him, but if
That'd be
not,
good.
he'll be down there. And yeah, we always look forward to Relay for Life and being part of it. So
Sounds good. We love having you guys out there.
it's a blast.
Appreciate
Real quickly, the website again, phone number for more information, whatever.
Yes, and let's see. If you go to a couple ways you can go there. RelayForLife.org. You can put in the zip code 89015 is the one that gets you the closest to that.
Right.
Or just put in Henderson, Nevada, Henderson NV. We'll get you there. I believe our old one, South Valley Relay.
Still up? Probably.
I think that still gets you there.
Okay.
And let's see if I got a phone number for the local office. And she should be listening, but she's not in town. Shannon at our ACS office.
Okay.
702-891-9022.
Very good.
And she can fill you in on more stuff.
And Shannon is stuck, you said, in Indiana right now?
I think she's stuck in Indiana.
There you go.
All right. She was supposed to be here in studio, but we'll get her on the next time.
She's negotiating for the time change so that Indiana could get in line with the rest of the
Right,
country.
exactly. All right, Ray, thanks again for coming in, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you, gentlemen.
I guess a wrap. Coming up next, guess what, Mr. Cash?
Doing it with style.
Doing it with Styles. And a new sponsor to help support that segment as well.
Nice.
AA Casara. We'll hear from them as well. Coming up next.
Terrific.
On the other side, we'll be right back.
Plumbing and construction.
I guess we better get them in here to fix that squeak in the door. That started that. But yeah, John will be coming. Come on over, John. Let's take your seat there. JPEG, as we get ready for doing it with. I like the music in this. This is pretty good.
Not bad.
Kind of relaxed, doing it with Styles. And thank you, John, for the work that you do on these promos for us. All right, Mr. Styles, how are you, sir?
I'm outstanding. How are you guys today?
Well, no, you're inside. You're not outside.
You're right.
Outstanding. Okay.
Outstanding.
Anyway, so
In
take,
my field.
right. Take it away with doing it with Styles. What do we have tonight?
Well, there's been a lot in the news and a lot of talk about student loans, education, all of that, and its debilitating effect on people in the education system getting out of college,
Right.
and being inundated with student loans.
Oh, yeah.
So, in response to that, I'm going to give my Doing It With Styles award tonight to the country of Norway.
A country.
A country.
whole country is getting
A
it?
whole country.
Wow, that's a lot of certificates.
With a couple of
Honorable mention.
honorable mentions. Thank you. See, it's contagious, Ricky. I gotta move away from you. With honorable mentions to Finland, Austria, Germany, and Sweden. Now, you're wondering, what do these countries have to do with education?
I can guess.
Well, universities and higher education are tuition free for everyone, regardless of where you're from. If you wanted to leave here, go to school in Norway, there are some minor fees that you have to pay, which I think came out to about $50 per semester. So these countries are realizing or already know the value of an educated population and what benefits that has not only for their people, but for the country as a whole. And so because of that, I wanted to give Norway this award.
Well, why does Norway stand out over the other countries that you mentioned?
Well, because Norway does it for everyone. The other countries, there are some limitations, and for international students, there are some little bit higher fees.
But for their own
I mean, they're
country,
ridiculous.
For their own country, they're all free.
Yeah, the other countries for their own population, they are free. But like Germany and Sweden and Finland, the tuition fees comes out to about $150 per semester. So
It's still ridiculous.
And the cost of living, what it's going to cost you to your living expenses while you're in Norway, comes out to about $15,000 a year. So it's breaking my heart that we can't realize the value of education in this country and the accessibility for that education for everyone. So it's not trying to get political.
No, it's not about politics.
That's correct.
Well, it is here in this country.
Right.
But it's not about politics. The fact that a country is smart enough to recognize that its future will be determined by those who are educated the best.
That's correct.
And they're certainly making their inroads. All right, let me throw something out to you without asking for your,
Well, I'll give my opinion. I'm not afraid to give my opinion.
Why do you think that here in the United States of America, land of the free and home of the brave, and I say that with a little bit of sarcasm.
I already have the answer, but I'll let you finish.
I'm going to say, why don't you think that our colleges and universities are not free?
Because education in this country is a business. It is not an education. It is a business.
Be more specific?
Without mentioning specific names?
No, go ahead. I mean,
University of Phoenix.
Right.
ITT Tech.
Right.
These companies get big bucks to give you a scholarship or a student loan to attend their schools.
I understand, but I'm still not understanding why is it because it's a business that it's not free for our...
Because it's a way for making money. It's capitalism.
People who have the money make the rules. Mm-hmm. And so if it's you're donating a lot of money to a political campaign and you are the owner of University of Phoenix, are you going to want education to be free in this country? Do you want somebody to be able to go to USC or UCLA or UNLV or UNR for $50 a semester?
Well, I understand all of that. Let me ask you a question.
Then what are you asking that for?
I'd love, well, because I'm going to tie it into this.
Thank you.
Do you think that if the cost of education for every single person in this country, if they wanted to go to universities and colleges and universities, do you think the cost of that, if we stop giving foreign aid to countries, would equal out the same prices to paying for the cost of education?
My opinion is, and I'm not sure, I can't say this is fact, but just from what knowledge I have, I think that if we cut off foreign aid to certain countries, it would more than cover free education for everyone in this country.
Well, there you go.
And the payback is phenomenal.
Well, sure.
But the money will never go to education. If they did cut off that funding,
That's correct.
it'll never go there.
Yeah, I know.
That's a pipe dream.
But that's why we're here, is for pipe dreams.
Right. Well, absolutely.
No. But so I mean, I know that both of you, education is an important part of who you are.
It's the way we grew up.
Right.
And that's what's a shame about this. As long as we're talking about the margin tax that's coming
Right.
up in November, they're using the guise of education as a way to try to get this margin tax passed, which really isn't even a margin tax. It should be a gross profit, gross sales tax, and it's not going for education. That's why I would have my concerns about any type of monies that would get freed up by the federal government to pass on to universities as to whether the money would actually go to where they're saying it would go.
Well, the only way we would know if it went to the education is if the tuition was eliminated.
Starting job, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and that's what we got to do. I'd love to see that. Wow, good job. So heads up to Finland. Wow, but
Norway.
It's pretty chilly up there, though, right?
Thank you for listening to Doing It With Style. Sponsored in part by AA Casano Plumbing and Construction and heard exclusively on Vegas Unwrapped.
All right, good job. And it's always known, too, in Europe that, they work less hours.
Yes.
They get a better education.
More benefits. More vacations.
Right.
Their health care is for free.
Right.
Yep.
So, and Europeans are generally happier people because they don't have the stresses of life that we have here in the United States.
And I read something interesting today, and there's a lot of talk about the minimum wage.
Right.
Australia, their minimum wage is $16 an hour. Mm-hmm. Okay? They are one of the few countries in the world that skated all of the financial crises that everybody else in the world went through. Mm-hmm. So they got to be doing something right.
But they don't have the National Football League.
They have the other kind of football, don't they?
Yeah,
Australian rules football.
Yeah. They have real football.
They have some good.
Yeah. That's right.
And for all my friends in the UK, just all my footballer friends in the UK,
right.
I just want to give a shout out to Navi Styles. Navi Styles used to play for United Manchester back in the 60s.
Wow.
Was one of the famous footballers in the UK.
Nabi-Wan Kenobi?
Yeah.
Nabi-Wan Kenobi.
Nabi-Wan Kenobi.
Very good.
He was just a little bit taller than Yoda.
So he didn't play goalie, though.
No, he didn't play goalie.
Boy, he could kick, right?
Yeah, he could kick.
Absolutely. All right, good stuff, John. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
JPEG hitting it out of the park with another Doing It With Styles. I think that's a very interesting topic for debate about education levels. It's just one that we can go on and on and on about. So, but all right, I think we're just about time to take it to the top of the hour. Get ready for hour number 2, where we just absolutely digress.
And it's a fun digression.
It's a fun digression. I will be
interesting to hear your new take.
I will be unveiling the new twist on this week's celebrity birthdays, because it is all for the marbles, isn't it, this week?
Why wasn't I informed upon this?
See, now if I inform, he doesn't know about it.
I have no clue.
I just told him there was going to be a twist on it.
I don't know anything.
Because after the results of last week...
Chubby Checker's going to be here.
Yes, that's right. After what happened last week with the controversy of studying, not studying... Not doing it this week. I didn't even tell him what I'm doing.
No, he didn't.
So you're going to be told at the same time that he's doing it.
Bobcat, I've been trying to dig it out of him all day.
I got so many dig marks on my back right now from him, but he don't...
What was he doing last week? Wasn't he down at the pizza joint sucking Klonopin or something like that?
Something like that.
I mean, can't you keep him under control?
I can't keep him under wraps.
We're going to have to guess all your relatives.
There you go. I'm bringing out the Phillips. Not going to be many of them. The Phillips tree line.
You know what I think?
Yeah, tell me.
We're screwed on.
I'll tell you what. I think we're done for it.
That's right. All right, hour number 2 next.
This is Chef Michael.
And we listen to
Aaron Phillips and Ricky Cash. These guys are a pain in my friggin' ass.
on Vegas Unwrapped, Thursday nights, 7 to 9 p.m. on Vegas AllNet Radio.
Glasses for that one.
No, I did not.
Holy shit.
I worked with a girl like that one time.
Oh my God, we took pictures with the girl, not this big.
I'll bring it in next week to show it to him. I have it on the whole wall of
Do you?
Yes,
I
of
have
course.
mine too. Oh my goodness.
Biggest
All right.
one I ever did was Crystal Storm.
Crystal Storm, yeah.
She was 121 XXX.
Holy shimoles.
Welcome back to Vegas Unwrapped. We're in hour number 2.
Didn't we talk about bra sizes last week?
If you'd like to give us a call here in the studio, we're at 702-483-4444 as the Candy Brigade has started.
Yes. Hour number 2,
wait.
the Candy Brigade.
You got a Musketeers, and
He's got a Musketeers.
I've got a Butterfingers.
Nobody brought anything in for Bobcat?
I'm going to give him half of mine.
Okay.
Oh, that's doing it with style.
That's right. That's why he is who he is.
Unbelievable.
All right. Here's the twist, gentlemen.
He gets no respect.
Here's the twist. Today is October 9th, right? Today is October 9th.
Yeah.
Well, guess what, fellas?
What?
We're going to use yesterday's birthdays for this final round of competition.
Oh,
So I don't care if...
for that.
I got screwed again!
So if you guys even looked at today's list, look at it, ain't going to mean diddly poo.
I was up at about 3 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't fall back asleep. I said, what should I do? I know what I could do.
Well, leave it to... This is how we make it fair and square.
Championship of the civilized world was at stake.
Well, hey, listen, after what went on in here last week between the two of you, study, not study, I studied, you didn't study, feelings, I don't want to deal with that. That's not what this is about. It's supposed to be fun, no studying. So you know what? I'm going to screw you both. That's all. Did he bring up yesterday's birthdays? You better take them off your screen.
All right.
Take them off your screen.
I did.
All right. Did he take them off there, JPEG?
Yes, he did.
Did he have a long time to look?
He's on camera.
He's on. Oh, you got camera over.
yeah.
Oh, so we got evidence. So you can't fool anybody.
Why don't you go to the day before?
I just tried to screw it, Cat. I think we ought to make him buy the milkshakes.
Hey, you guys brought this on yourselves after last week.
Then y'all go get candy, and then JPEG leaves me.
You shouldn't be eating candy after what you went through.
All right, let's play.
If we give you chocolate, I don't need Diane calling me. What are you doing giving him candy?
You know what we'll say to her?
Join the club. That's right. If you're celebrating your birthday today, October 9th, I would wish I could tell you who you're celebrating it with. But these boneheads have messed it up, so we're going to be using yesterday's schedule. So if you're celebrating a birthday yesterday, October 8th, today, October 9th, we want to wish you a happy birthday from all of us here at Vegas Unwrapped Internet Radio. All right, here you go, fellas. Yesterday's birthdays.
Not fair.
Well, you guys brought it on yourselves, man.
All right, good
Get even with it, man.
Yeah.
Let's go. Come on.
Angus T. Jones. He's the young son or whatever on 2.5 Men. I know you don't watch sitcoms, but
I know there's the little.
That's correct. He was not so little anymore.
I'd say he's probably older than he's playing. I'll say he's 17.
Okay.
19.
Do you have a scoreboard ready?
I
gotta have your scoreboard ready. Doesn't matter. Neither one of you scored this one right. He's 21 yesterday.
Isn't that a nice thing? He likes to do that. You know?
Absolutely. Singer Bruno Mars, the guy that I didn't understand who sang at the Super Bowl last year in New York City in MetLife Stadium, when you got Bruce Springsteen and you got John Bon Jovi and all these guys, and you have Bruno Mars.
Should have brought back Hoboken's own.
That's that would have been a trick.
Bruno Mars is 26 years age.
26 years age?
Of age.
Oh, okay.
I'll say he's 25.
How about 30 for Bruno?
Really?
You guys are just rocking it, man.
Well, that's because we're playing fair and square.
I know, imagine that. I know you guys aren't into wrestling too much, but I'm going to say Mike the Miz Mizanin. He was also on Real World and Road Rules Change, which was an MTV show. And now, of course, he's a pro wrestler. The Miz. From WWE, The Miz. I'm awesome. How old is The Miz turning?
32.
How old?
32.
35.
34 would be the correct answer.
We're getting closer, Bobcat.
Yep.
Kristana Loken. She was the villain in Terminator 3.
Oh, I remember her.
Oh, yeah.
She was nasty.
Whoa.
Foul, nasty was she?
Yes.
Well, back in the day, she was pretty nasty, so she's probably not so nasty anymore. 44.
Don't even know who this lady is or whatever, but I'll say 41.
35 would be the correct answer.
We aged her.
Yes. Actor Matt Damon. Don't have to tell you who Matt Damon is.
We know who he is.
He's 41.
Wow. 40.
44 would be the correct answer for Mr. Damon. Soon Yi Previn. Woody Allen's wife.
Woody's up there.
Yeah, but she's only about 18.
I know. He robbed the cradle, but
And she never ages.
but she was around though. She's
about 31.
You think she's that young?
31.
I'm gonna go for 38.
44 would be the correct answer, however. That's right. Emily Proctor. She was on CSI Miami.
Yeah.
Emily Proctor.
She was the blonde.
That's correct.
45.
46.
46 would be the correct answer.
Oh, the cat is in, man. Boy, that milkshake is...
Former Saturday Night Live cast member Darrell Hammond. Always did a knock-him-out Bill Clinton.
He did the best Bill
Right?
Clinton.
Yeah.
48.
I think he might be 52.
59, however, would be the correct answer. Stephanie Zimbalist, actress.
Ephraim Zimbalist's daughter.
That's right.
It's from the FBI show.
Yeah.
Detective Laura Holt on Remington Steele
Yeah.
with Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce.
52.
52.
I'll say 54.
All right, and I'd say you're both wrong. 58 is the correct answer.
Damn. We're younging these people.
That's right. You guys are all over the map with these people.
Because we didn't study.
I know. Robert Cool Bell from Kool and the Gang. Singing group.
66.
66.
Let's say 62.
64, however, would put you on the right side of the board, Mr. Cash.
Right in the middle.
Yeah.
Actress Sigourney Weaver. Don't have to tell you who she is, but Ghostbusters,
Alien.
Avatar.
65.
Also 9 to 5. She was in that movie, too. What'd you say?
65.
65 for Bobcat.
I like the guess. I like his guess. 66.
65 would be the correct answer.
His guess.
That's 2 for the cat.
I'm in trouble here, folks.
Let's see.
Butterfingers is looking better by the minute.
Jesse Jackson.
He's been around forever.
Wait a second. Are we talking about the old man or the kid?
No, the
Reverend.
The Reverend.
All right.
The Reverend.
All right. Jesse Jackson is 73 years old.
Not you're underaging him. He is at least, I'd say 79.
Jesse Jackson turned 73 yesterday. Three love, Mr. Cash. You're running out of opportunities. I hate to tell you.
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
This musketeer.
You have got to score these last 3 just to tie. You ready?
Yeah.
Actor, comedian Chevy Chase is turning how old?
I got this one.
All right.
I have no idea.
Chevy Chase is 68 years young.
I'm going to say 69.
71 is the correct answer. Just for fun and giggles, Paul Hogan, Crocodile Dundee, is turning how old?
Oh, man, I saw this on the TV yesterday. 78.
I'll say 77.
75. And last but not least, before we go to some dates in history, gossip queen Rona Barrett turned how old yesterday?
Oh, she's 100, man. Rona Barrett's got to be 81 years old.
Wait a second. How old was Joan Rivers when she passed away?
83, I believe.
Rona Barrett is 86.
Rona Barrett, 78. Whoa. And that does it for celebrity birthdays from yesterday. Give the nod to Bobcat.
Well done, Bobcat.
Thank you, man.
3 love, man. He shut you out.
What flavor do you like?
Chocolate.
He shut you out.
When we come in next Thursday,
He shut you out.
shut up.
He shut you out. 3 love.
I know he did.
It's almost as bad as the team's getting swept.
A Sonic chocolate shake is going to be right on his.
Yeah, especially since we forgot to bring in the ice cream for Yogurtland.
Yeah, we messed that one up.
Yeah, tonight was the fundraiser for Women of Achievement. All right, here we go. Some dates in history. I promised Mr. Cash we would do today's dates in history, but there's some old stuff on this one.
Stuff that I covered.
That's right.
He was there.
What year did Leif Erikson land in North America?
Come on, Leaf. Leaf was there, man.
Weren't you the co-pilot?
Leaf. I was with him.
Right, you were co-piloting.
Oh, man, Leaf.
You were the blow-up doll. From Airplane, for those who don't know the reference.
You suck. You really
No, you do as the blow-up pilot.
I'm going to say 978.
Not bad. 1,000 right on the button. A group of Spanish missionaries settled in what is now called present-day San Francisco. What year did that happen?
I'm going to say in Spanish missionaries, eh?
Uh-huh.
Came up from Mexico for sure. Got stuck in L.A. traffic. So
Got stuck at the airport.
it took them at least 3 more years to get to San Francisco. And they stopped at Pebble Beach for a round. Stopped at the Monterey Zoo. I'd say they got there at about 1585.
1776.
There you go. Hey, that's a good
I
year.
know. What year did the sewing machine motor get patented by the man whose name it still bears, Mr. Isaac Singer? Come on, you should have this one sewn up. Come on.
1881.
1855. The first, I'll tell you what, for this one, I'll give you double points.
Oh, my.
The first mail order catalog was delivered what year, and who put it out?
Mail order catalog. I'm going to probably, I don't think it was Sears. I think it might have been either Spiegel or Montgomery Ward. I'm going to go with Spiegel. And I'm going to go with Montgomery Ward. And I'm going to say the first mail order, 1927.
1872, it was Montgomery
really?
Ward, yeah.
Wow.
Listen, the reason I shook my head when you said the other one, I'm impressed you even came up with Montgomery Ward. So that's why I gave you the clue on that one.
Okay. Well, I was there.
I know. You were printing them out on the mimeograph machine, weren't you?
He bought stuff there.
That's right. Exactly. That's when it was just Montgomery. What year did the Harvard Law School begin admitting women? What year?
Thursday. That always gets left. Women in the Harvard Law.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to say it was probably in the 19 something. I'm going to say 19 after women's movement. I'm going to say 1920.
1949 would be the correct answer.
Wow, they really wasted a lot of time, didn't they?
All right.
Women I knew back in the 30s that would have made real law students. They were flappers in the 20s. Huh?
What year did Elvis and Priscilla Presley get divorced in Santa Monica, California?
Really?
After only 6 years of marriage.
1965.
1973.
There you go. Well done, Elvis.
Helen Moss of Oxfordshire, England, became the oldest person to join the Brownies. She was 86 years old.
Wow.
What year?
Wow. That was Thursday. I have no clue.
That's why I like these this week.
1978.
1983.
That wasn't bad 5 years off.
What year did Fox debut as a TV network? This surprised me.
It wasn't too long ago, and it wasn't too far from here.
What? Yeah, exactly.
My family knows that. Let's see. Fox as a network. Mm-hmm. How old are The Simpsons? All right, I'm going to say 1978.
1986.
Yeah, right.
Let's see.
Wait, I have an asterisk to that.
Okay.
An asterisk.
One of the first TV.
An asterisk?
An asterisk.
I thought he said an asterisk.
He's got that too.
Those two.
I wasn't sure what he was talking about.
Okay, one of the first stars on one of the first TV shows,
Right.
has.
Boy, he's killing a lot of dead air time, isn't he?
Own television show today. Who was it?
One of the originals from 1986 on Fox still has a show.
One of the first television shows that Fox did when they first.
Was it The Simpsons?
No.
No. The Simpsons came later. The Simpsons came from Tracy Ullman's show.
Okay.
This was before Tracy Ullman.
Wow. I don't
There
know.
were 2 shows on the Fox Network.
I have no clue.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Really?
Oh, wow.
She played a receptionist. The TV show took place.
Right.
Now I'm telling my age. in a real estate office.
Okay.
And she was the receptionist.
Okay.
How about that?
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, what year? You should nail this one. Seriously. Here's the next one for you.
Okay.
In the opening game in the American League Championship Series, a 12-year-old by the name of Jeffrey Mayer turned a probable flyout into a game-tying home run for Derek Jeter. His catch helped the Yankees win 5-4 in 11 innings. What year did that take place? Against the Baltimore Orioles.
Of course it was against the Orioles. 1998. And if you say 1996, I'm going to get so annoyed with myself.
Oh, I'd love to see that. 1996 is the right answer.
He just busted his butterfinger.
And last but not least, mercifully, in boxing's first sanctioned Battle of the Sexes, Margaret McGregor, female, defeated Loy Chow, a male who also had been a professional jockey, by winning all 4 rounds on all 3 judges' cards. What year did that take place?
What sport?
Oh my God!
Was that boxing or tennis?
Rounds?
Rounds, boxing?
Yeah.
I never heard of that. I would have no clue.
Take a guess.
2001.
1999 would be the correct answer.
I'm 2 years off without knowing.
And mercifully, that does it for dates in history. Mr. Cash loses at 3. I don't think you got one date right this week either. You took an offer. You took the golden sombrero.
I love a bumper.
Oh, jeez. Get that. Vegas Unwrapped. We'll be back with more stuff right after this. All right, welcome back. Aaron Phillips, Ricky Cash, JPEG behind the camera, Bobcat on the board. You know what I think we're going to do?
What's that?
How about a little Unwrapped Treasures?
All right.
We haven't done that in a while.
Not in a long while.
Let's wrap up what's going on in this town. All right. Circle Mirror Transformation, Mr. Cash.
What's that?
October 10th through the 19th. This is Backstage Theater at the CSN Performing Arts Center, 3200 East Cheyenne Avenue. Comedy drama, which won the 2009 Obie Award for Best New American Play, traces the lives of a handful of small-town New Englanders who enroll in a 6-week drama class at a local community center. Admission is $12 for adults. I got heartburn all of a sudden from this candy bar. $10 for students and seniors. Call the ticket office.
Teacher right for changing the game.
At 702. But it was much fairer, wasn't it?
It was a lot fairer.
702
Same results.
651-5483 for additional information or to request a season brochure. Or you can visit their online csn.edu/PAC. Rotary Park Arts Festival. This is open to all ages. Saturday, October 11th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. You know what the price is?
It's free.
Free and open to the public. Rotary Park, 901 Hinson Street at Charleston Boulevard. Experience the arts connection and enjoy a day of arts and music in the park. Visitors will delight in performances by guest and local performers. Artworks by local artists and craftspeople and low-cost refreshments will be available for purchase. For more information, you can call 702-229-1012 or 702-229-3514. Here's one I know you're going to really like, Mr. Cash.
Pet adoptions?
Wine Walk at Town Square.
Oh, I really like that.
I know you do.
How many wines this year?
Well, let me see. 20 different wines. This is going to take place at Town Square down on South Las Vegas Boulevard from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Admission is $25 in advance, $30 at the door. You can join the folks down there for a wine walk at Town Square on Saturday, October 11th. And again, enjoy up to 20 different wines for sampling provided by Southern Wine and Spirits and Lee's Discount Liquor. Tickets are $25 in advance through www.newvistanv.org, and they include your wine glass, sampling ticket, and of course, wine.
How about a cab home?
All guests must be 21 years or older to participate. The wine walk begins at 7 p.m. and concludes at 10. Again, please visit www.newvistanv.org to purchase your tickets.
You know, if I go to that, it ends at Saturday night at 10.
Right.
And I walk home, I should be home by Monday at noon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get out of the parking lot. The Outdoor Picture Show this week, Saturday, October 11th at 11 p.m. at the District at the Green Valley Ranch, is Hocus Pocus. Free admission. Just go to the green next to Whole Foods at the District and enjoy a free family movie. As always, no alcohol or glass allowed. Bring chairs and blankets for an enjoyable evening under the stars. And with the weather being what it is, those evenings are really, really nice out there right now.
Oh, it's the best time of the year. We keep telling everybody.
Absolutely. Pet adoptions. Sunday, October 12th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Let me guess where.
Okay. Place you know very well.
Yes, I've been there many times.
The Doghouse at Tivoli Village, 302 South Rampart Boulevard. Extraordinary animals will be on display and available for adoption. Now,
nice.
This one I think should be before the wine walk, but this is, you ready? The Las Vegas Food Fest. October 15th through the 19th, held down off the Strip at the Link Promenade. The Las Vegas Foodie Fest, presented by Pepsi, returns to the Strip from Wednesday, October 15th through Sunday, October 19th, with a new location at the Link Promenade. Foodie Fest will feature more than 50 gourmet food trucks and food vendors, headlined by the East Coast and Midwest favorite. Are you ready? White Castle. Guests will also enjoy carnival rides and games, live entertainment, and a VIP tent. You know how much it costs for all of this? $10.
$10
For the 5-day event can be purchased online at www.lasvegasfoodiefest.com.
You know, I got a booth there.
You do?
Yeah.
For?
Tums.
You know, there's nothing like rat burgers.
I'm telling
Get
you.
a sack of them, a nice chocolate shake to thicken coat your stomach.
I'm telling you, Tums,
have them for a week.
Tums would be the deal.
Jeez. Thirsty Third Thursday pub crawl.
Oh, geez, like they really need something.
I know,
And this
right?
is all during Oktoberfest.
That's correct. Thursday, October 16th at 7 p.m. Make sure you download the VANR app so you can
Sure.
take us with you.
Right.
Kicks off at Hennessy's Tavern at 425 Fremont Street. Everyone gets 6 drinks and half-price food, all for just $20.
That's not bad.
This fun pub crawl takes you to the hippest downtown party spot starting at Hennessy's Tavern, then visiting the Gold Spike Bar, Hogs and Heifers, the Sidebar, Mickey Finn's, and finally, the Las Vegas Country Saloon. There's also free live entertainment. You can call 702-382-4421 to RISVIP. And that does it.
I got one more.
All right.
Every Sunday night at our favorite piano bar, Don't Tell Mamas.
Don't Tell Mamas. Is that
downtown.
what's his name is?
DJ Sinai is back.
DJ.
He's back there every Sunday night.
Don't tell me he's back.
He's doing all those ivories and ebonies and ivories, and he's doing a great job.
He's tickling the ivory keys.
Holy mackerel, there she is again.
What, the one that I showed you?
Yeah.
He brought it.
He brought it up.
He brought
and he brought it out.
and he brought it out.
I gotta find out who this chick is, man.
Oh my God! Yeah, keep us abreast of that, would you please? You got what? What did you say?
I have her phone number.
Yeah.
in his wildest dreams.
She's one of the ones that wants the money up front.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, she's doing it with styles.
Absolutely.
To the chicken ranch.
Visit the Ricky Cash Facebook page if you want to see the picture with which we refer to, and you can post your own comments at that point. So,
You know what I'm going to put under that?
what are you gonna? I'm afraid.
No, I'm going to say she's the latest member of the Ricky Cash.
Oh,
Band.
sure. That'll buy us a lot of brownie
I
points.
think we'll lose members.
Wait. These are the latest members.
That's right. That's.
Maybe I'll do that.
Oh my God.
I think I will. I like that.
We are digressing rapidly around here, ladies and germs.
We got another half hour.
I
to go.
know we do. Good thing is we wrap up with weird news. So, all right,
That'll save us.
Phillips and Cash will be back with more with the gang right after this. All right, welcome back. As I'm looking up my fantasy team, I have Houston's defense and one of their receivers, and Mr. Cash, you have who did you have on the Indiana?
I have the Indiana defense.
Oh, you have the Colts defense
and I have Arian Foster.
and Arian Foster.
So there you go.
All right, very good.
We'll jump out to an early lead against our people that we're playing
I'm up
against this week.
13-0 right now. Can we stop right now?
Oh, by the way,
Yes.
did you notice I'm now 2 points ahead of you in total points?
Are you?
Yep.
Yeah, a couple of my guys, man. They started last week. They got injured, and I lost like a half a game for both of them. Jimmy Graham.
We still got about 8-9 weeks to go, and I guarantee you that when it comes down to the end,
Right.
we will be in the top 2.
I
I have to say it. I don't mean to disrespect any of the other players out there, but we're going to be in the top 2.
Rayar, who's in the league with us,
Right.
First couple of weeks, she wasn't paying much attention because of her schedule and everything else, and I got her to change that this week. And she said to me, and I don't know how I should take this. She said to me, she says,
I know what she said.
I'm not really worried about all the other weeks. She says, there's really only one week that I'm worried about. I said, really? I said, what's that?
She said,
The week I'm playing you.
Now, what does that tell you, guys?
Exactly.
What
does that mean?
I think it's making a major statement.
What does that mean?
I'm going to get you back.
For what?
For all the years.
I support her in everything she does. Why would she want to get back at me?
Right? Because you never let her bring a guy to the house, ever.
Not just me. Every guy I know wouldn't let her bring a guy to the house. Well, what are the reasons could she be looking forward
She's competitive.
to facing me?
She's competitive by nature. She got that from you.
Yes, she did.
Come on. And she's an excellent sideline reporter.
Yes, she is. She is. She sent me a message because she was listening to the early part of the show. She wanted to know who JPEG was. So I said, he's our new videographer.
Yeah.
And she goes, What, did they replace me?
That sounds like a commercial.
She used to come in and help us videotape some of the stuff. So
that's great
it's
stuff.
like, no, you're fine, babe. Don't you worry about it. So
what's going on in Vegas that's other than unwrapping stuff?
Yeah, let me bring it up.
Is there any news that you guys want to talk about besides, everybody shooting up everybody these days?
Oh, hey, you know what's opening up, I think, this weekend? Downtown Summerlin, the new shops.
Yes. Oh, yeah, this is the weekend, right?
It actually opened today.
Is it today?
Yes, it opened today.
I ain't going anywhere near that place till July of 2015.
Yeah, really.
I mean, that's going to be packed.
Yeah. And the other one that's off Wallapai and Sahara, isn't that opening up too? That other big shopping center?
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the one near Red Rock.
Where's Wallapai and Sahara?
No, that's a different one.
Well, no, Wallapai and Sahara is that whole stretch.
Yes.
All those shops right there.
Yeah, but
from
that's
Sahara all the way to Red Rock.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about on Sahara from Wallapai back towards Fort Apache. There's a whole gigantic big shopping center that's just opening there as well.
What you talk about, Ricky?
Yeah, no, I'm serious.
Anybody with me on this?
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Well, that's that whole district. That's that whole.
No, this is a separate one, Aaron. This is totally separate.
Where's the new baseball stadium going in?
Might be right.
Oh, I know I'm right. I pass it all the time on the way to TBS.
But that's where downtown Summerlin stores are.
No, the downtown Summerlin stores are between Sahara. It's next to the Red Rock all the way down to Sahara. That's not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Okay, I'm talking.
That's the one that's opening.
Yeah, that's the big one. That's the Summerlin, whatever you're calling it. But
Downtown
there's a
Summerlin.
secondary one.
Oh, that's the new Walmart.
Well, never mind.
I have to go by there. I can't
take
place.
you by it.
I can't place what it is. But the downtown Summerlin store is open today. So that's. I mean, it should be interesting what that's going to do up that way. Of course,
it's going to be amazing because they don't have an area near there to do major shopping, especially upscale shopping that they want to do.
Absolutely.
And that's the place, no question about it.
Let's see what else we got going on. I'm scrolling our Facebook page because that's where I usually post some news and events. By the way, please like our Facebook page, Vegas Unwrapped Internet Radio. We are 24 fans away from an even 1,600. We would appreciate your support with that. If you can, we would appreciate that. What else? What else here? I'm trying to find all the news and notes that I post.
How about marriage?
That's what I was thinking about.
Here we go, political.
Well, I'm just going to recap the story. Going to recap the story that over the Thursday was yesterday. So was it Monday night that everything was passed, that same-sex marriage here in the state of Nevada.
The ban was overturned.
Right. The ban was overturned, and the next day, which I think was supposed to have been yesterday at 2 p.m.,
right?
Marriage licenses and everything were going to be allowed, available, and everything else.
And I'm telling you that.
Issue a few.
And the chapel. Would you get on a microphone?
Yes.
And the chapels.
How's this?
Much better. And the chapels were all booked. I mean, all of them.
Slam.
It was amazing. They were booked. Every hour. I mean, it was going to be like a Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not kidding. And then they got to they didn't get to the chapel. They never got to the chapel. They were going to the chapel,
but they didn't get there on time.
But they didn't get there at all.
No, because the 9th district or the 6th district court?
9th district court, I believe.
9th district in was it the Supreme Court?
No,
or the state court.
It's the federal court.
Court of Appeals.
Court of Appeals.
Federal court.
Put the block temporarily back in place for I don't know how long the block is going to be there.
They have until tonight.
No. It's gone.
What is gone?
It's gone. In other words, as of just before I came here on the news,
like I said,
they issued the first license here in our county.
Okay.
So everything's cool. It's all gone away. Now, same-sex marriage is now allowed in Nevada.
And it's more than the marriage, folks, that this is all about. This is about benefits.
Right.
It's about getting the same benefits that the heterosexual couples get and have gotten forever. Mm-hmm. And now the different alternate lifestyle
Right.
is getting the same opportunity. And of course, this is a highly, highly controversial issue in this country. I mean, it's almost unbelievable. It would not surprise me if this is a main campaign issue in the 2016 presidential election. I think that if they get a Tea Party type Republican nominee, they're going to shoot it for a nationwide ban.
I think this, and I think immigration is going to be the two top things on this thing for the next election coming up.
Yeah,
I think
But the only way that they can do that is a constitutional amendment now.
What, to stop it?
To stop it, yes.
Clark County granted its first same-sex marriage license just after 5 p.m. on Thursday, ending days of legal wrangling and waiting for gay and lesbian couples across Nevada.
We don't take stands. We just report the news.
Yeah, we just report the news, but should this really be an issue as big as immigration?
No.
I just throw the question out there.
I guess it depends on your upbringing, your background. I mean, there are some people that this is absolutely against everything that they've learned throughout their lives from the Bible, which of course
that you hit it right there.
That's
where the beliefs come from. Those who are against it, it becomes a religious topic.
Yep, it really is.
Not cultural. Well, cultural because of Bible and religious beliefs, but most of the people who are against this, and you bring it up as background and how they're brought up, it's all based on religious beliefs.
No question about it.
And
it will cross party lines. The Democrats will definitely be in favor of it, and most of the conservative Republicans will not be.
Right.
And it will become, as I mentioned earlier, and all you guys shook your heads, it's going to be a presidential
I'm sure it's going to be. It's going to be a hot potato. There's no question. Ebola picks its first death. The gentleman down in Dallas.
Right.
Claims its first life.
That's something I'd love to talk about for a few seconds before we get into weird news. Because I mean, Ebola is a disease that's not airborne. You have to come into contact, physical contact, and yet they're going nuts. Everybody
fearmongers.
The fearmongers are going crazy. The borders are not safe. The TSA should be stopping everybody.
Well, here's the latest one that I've heard, and that is that the ISIS is going to team up with the Mexican drug cartels and bring the Ebola virus to this country.
Well, there's no sense in the Mexican cartels getting involved in it because they want healthy people taking their dope. No, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, and
wait. When did conspiracy theories ever make any kind of sense?
Well, that's for sure.
When did scare tactics and fear mongering ever make any kind of sense?
This ISIS thing is also a big issue because there are people out there that say, you can't chop off American heads. It's an act of war. Why aren't we going in there and wiping them out? And then there are others that say, we don't want to put American soldiers at risk in another war. And this is a major hot issue, guys. This is something that even Ricky Cash can't come up with something funny to say about.
I was just scrolling around through the Facebook and looking at this, and do you realize that just outside of Atlanta, Georgia, there's been a piece of land that has been leased out by the CDC.
Right.
Do you know what they have on this land?
You're going to tell me it's a quarantine area?
It is. Well, it's a little bit worse than that. They have deposited a half a million disposable caskets. And these things have been put up, and they will be bodies that die from this disease and infection will be pneumatically sealed into these things. And there's a 500,000 of them sitting outside of Atlanta, Georgia right now. It's on Facebook right now.
Wow. All right, well, on a lighter note, the Colts did defeat the Texans 33-28. We're going to step aside very quickly for our last break.
As we go into we're going to get scrubbed. We're going into
get the hazmat suits out.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just give me number 12 and number 9 on this final break. Cut out number 3.
I can do that for you, sir.
All right, coming up next,
more scare tactics.
More scare tactics. Weird news coming up next right after this. All right, welcome back. We're coming around the clubhouse turn. Stay tuned at the top of the hour for BCN Talk with Gil and Robert. They will be on with some guests tonight talking about things that will help support your business. That's at 9 o'clock from 9 to 10, BCN Talk. All right, folks, it's that time of the show where we get to see just really how good our lives are when we compare ourselves to others. We call it Weird News. Mr. Cash, why don't you kick us off?
The lead story tonight is professional biology research. The job of determining stress level in whales is itself apparently stressful. The most reliable information about tension lies in hormones most accurately measured by researchers boarding a boat, sidling. What the hell is sidling? Sidling up to a whale and waiting until it blasts the snot out of its blowhole. By catching enough of it and wiping it off on their raincoats, scientists can run the gunk through chemical tests. However, a team of engineering researchers at Olin College in Needham, Massachusetts, told the Boston Globe in September that they were on the verge of creating, get this, guys, this is amazing, a radio-controlled mucus-trapping drone that would bring greater civility to the researcher's job and reduce the add-on stress that the whales must feel at being stalked by motorboats. Oh, shoot. I'm telling you. Well, where will they come up next? Aaron, go for it.
All right. Least competent criminals.
Oh, boy.
Two quick ones here. Number one, Roma Sims, age 35 of Westerville, Ohio, was sentenced to just over 8 years in prison in August for stealing the identities of more than 500 people between 2009 and 2013, before he was done in by having misspelled the names of several cities in various documents while working the scheme. For example, the largest city in Kentucky is not Louisville, Louieville.
Louisville.
Number two, in Sebastopol, California, Dylan Stables, age 20, already on probation, was arrested again mid-morning on July 22nd when, with stolen credit cards in his possession, he decided to drive his car, even with transmission problems. Police noticed him as he slowly drove through the town in reverse gear. Think that would bring some attention?
It might. All right, this is going to really, you hear a lot of stuff about, Catholic priests and, little boys.
Right.
I mean, I'm not making this up, but here's a little interesting tidbit. Catholic priest Gerald Robinson passed away in July, and many around the Diocese of Toledo, Ohio, were shocked, I say, to learn that his body was buried with full priestly rites. Wrote the diocese, Father Robinson was a baptized member of the body of Christ, and he was and remains an ordained priest with the Roman Catholic Church. Why is this so different? Well, in 2006, Robinson was convicted of murdering Sister Margaret Ann Poole a few years earlier. Holy mackerel, those guys get away with Moida, M-O-I-D-A.
Did he go to confession afterwards?
Yeah, exactly.
Then he's cool.
Moida. Roundup of the usual suspects. Number one, charged in and you have to pay close attention to get the punchline here. Charged in August with growing marijuana at their home in Corvallis, Montana, Mr. Rodney Stoner, age 57, and his son Adam Stoner, age 24. Arrested for performing sexually lewd acts in front of drivers at a truck stop in Kirkwood, New York in September was 56-year-old Calvin Wank.
Wank?
You can't make this stuff up.
Stoner Wank.
Do you remember televangelist Jim Baker?
Yeah, sure.
Crazy
And
wife
his wife,
Faye.
Tammy
Faye. More makeup than anybody has ever seen on one person.
The first time I ever saw that show, I was flipping through the channels and I saw that, and I thought it was a Saturday Night Live comedy bit.
Well, Jim Baker no longer runs the Praise the Lord ministry, but he still operates a church near Branson, Missouri, with a website selling a staggering array of consumer goods denominated as love gifts for worshipers who donate at certain levels via the website's shopping cart.
Was he selling Amway now?
Featured a clothing, jewelry, some Tiffany-like, bulk foods, superfood legacy seeds, fuel-efficient generators, and a foldable solar panel, vitamins and supplements, and Jim's favorite foods like ketchup, survival equipment, supplies, water filtration, products and a strong commitment to the belief. I don't even want to continue this.
All right. Well, they're playing our music anyway, Mr. Cash.
He's such a dumb shit.
We want to thank Ray Finkel from Relay for Life of Now Henderson.
That's a pretty good guy.
For stopping in and letting us know some of the changes. You'll be hearing more about that over the coming months. We want to thank JPEG for doing it with Styles, Mr. Bobcat behind the board, and, of course, you, the listener. Without you, there'd be no show.
May I congratulate the Bobcat.
Okay.
Sometimes called Boxcar. for his outstanding...
He smashed you.
I'm going to give it to him now.
He smashed you.
A triumphant win in Celebrity Birthday.
Now, the key is next week. You actually have to remember we have to make that stop before we come in to get his shit.
Believe me, I won't forget that.
And I'm sure he won't let us forget it
because I'll have one of my own.
Go by there about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon so you don't forget.
There you go. Exactly.
I don't get any respect.
Please like our fan page. Vegas Unwrapped Internet Radio, of course. Go out to the website, check out the Ricky Cash Fan Club, and we would love for you to become a member. Have a great week, everybody. Mr. Cash, be kind to each other, sir. And why is that?
We're all we have.
Have a great week, everybody, from Vegas Unwrapped. We'll see you next week, same time, same bat channel.